Ollie Watkins is finally showing signs of life, and Aston Villa hope his revival will carry them all the way into the Champions League. The England forward turned 30 last December, and for most of this season, he has been well below his best, but still boss Unai Emery has stuck with him. Perhaps Emery was right, not long into the second half of this painfully drab Europa League. Tie at Lille, Watkins' instinctive header gave Villa the only goal, and England's first win in European competition this week after the Premier League's 6 Champions League competitors failed to claim a victory between them. With the experiences in Europe for English teams, it's very important how we responded, said Emery. It was really a case of, wow, how difficult the English teams found it. The Premier League is maybe the best league, the strongest and most difficult league with the best teams, but it's difficult to fight in Europe, and I am aware of it. Yesterday's results were a very good example. We didn't speak about it at length to the players, but we mentioned it. The Europa League is one of our priorities along with the Premier League, and we are in a key moment. On Sunday at Manchester United, the players must focus strongly. This triumph made Emery's men favourites to advance to the quarter-finals of the Europa League, with the second leg at Villa Park on March 19. Even more importantly, it should restore a little of Villa's fraying self-belief as they prepare to meet United at Old Trafford, as both clubs tussle for a top 5 finish in the Premier League and a place in next season's Champions League. Winning the Europa League would also take Villa into Europe's main club competition. If Watkins really is discovering his mojo again, it makes them a far more dangerous prospect. Last term, Emery preferred first John Duran and then Marcus Rashford to Watkins, and Villa would have sold him in 2025 had the right offer arrived. Yet despite Watkins' sluggish form, it has been a different story this season. Daniel Malin rarely had a look in before he left for Roma, and even though Tammy Abraham has scored twice since rejoining in January, he has yet to displace Watkins as Emery's #1 striker. Even though Villa had won just one of their previous 7 matches before this game, Emery likes to stick to what he knows. Injuries have hurt Villa in 2026, and Emery was delighted to bring on captain John McGinn as a late substitute for his first appearance since January 18. 2 years ago, Emi Martinez wound up the home crowd here as Villa beat Lille on penalties in the Europa Conference League. Already disliked in this country for his part in Argentina's win over France in the 2022 World Cup final, Martinez returned as public enemy #1. Only 2 minutes were on the clock when Martinez, reveling in his role as pantomime villain, was given the hurry up by the officials. It gave the home fans another excuse to hurl abuse, and you suspect Martinez would not have it any other way. On the half-hour mark, Watkins waited at the far post to turn an Amadou Onana's cross, but it was cut out brilliantly by a sliding Aissa Mandi. That escape seemed to shake Lille awake. 6 months short of his 40th birthday, former Arsenal and Chelsea forward Olivier Giroud sent Romain Perraud clear down the left, and his cross was guided a fraction wide by Naléo Macau, who may have been offside. Referee José Maria Sanchez had no interest in giving Villa a penalty when Lemaire Bogard tumbled with Gaëtan Perrin close by, and then just before the interval, Giroud found space at the near post but could not direct Thiago Santos' cross on target. Seconds later, Martinez spilled Perraud's shot from distance and Pau Torres scrambled it clear. The second half started as drearily as the first had, but, suddenly, the deadlock was broken. One of the smallest players on the pitch, Emi Buendia somehow managed to get his head to Ezri Konsa's long pass forward. And there was Watkins, spotting Berk Ozer off his line and looping his header over the Lille keeper. Suddenly Villa's spirits were up and Onana let fly from 30 yards, with the ball travelling narrowly wide. Watkins should have had a second, too, as he sprang Lille's high line and raced clear before losing control as he tried to take the ball around Ozer. Geared relentlessly, Martinez made an important save midway through the second half when he pushed away an angled effort from substitute Matias Fernandez Pardo. At the other end, Buendia came close to converting a cross from Morgan Rogers before Martinez made another big stop from sub Felix Correa. Naturally, Martinez was booked for time wasting late on.